Hey there gamers, if you're a fan of survival action games that blend historical events with immersive storytelling, then Atomfall is a title you won't want to miss. It's developed by Rebellion, the creators behind Sniper Elite and Zombie Army. And Atomfall, it transports players to a reimagined Northern England 5 years after a Windscale nuclear disaster. It's set to release 27th of March 2025, and this game promises a rich tapestry of exploration, combat and mystery. So before you dive into this eradicated adventure, let's break down what you need to know. Because imagine navigating the hauntingly beautiful yet perilous British countryside where every decision could mean the difference between life and death. Atomfall, it challenges players to scavenge for resources, craft essential tools and interact with a diverse cast of characters, all while unravelling the dark secrets that lie within the quarantine zone. With Rebellion's track record of delivering intense and atmospheric experiences, this game is poised to offer a unique blend of survival mechanics and narrative depth. To fully appreciate the world of Atomfall, it's essential to understand its historical backdrop. The game draws inspiration from the real-life Windscale fire of 1957, the United Kingdom's most severe nuclear accident. It's located in Cumberland, now Cumbria. The Windscale facility experienced a fire in one of its nuclear reactors, leading to the release of a significant radioactive contamination. This incident had profound environmental and health impacts, with estimates suggesting around 200 additional cancer cases attributed to the disaster. The government's response included measures like banning milk sales from surrounding areas to prevent radioactive iodine consumption. This historical event sets the stage for Atomfall, grounding its narrative in a chilling reality. In Atomfall, the aftermath of this disaster is explored through a fictional lens. Set 5 years later, in 1962, players find themselves in a quarantine zone established around the affected area. This setting allows the game to delve into themes of governmental secrecy, societal collapse and human resilience. By intertwining the factual events with creative storytelling, Atomfall offers a compelling narrative that encourages players to reflect on the real-world consequences of nuclear technology. At its core, Atomfall is a survival action game that improvises resource management, exploration and player choice. The British countryside serves as an open world environment filled with diverse biomass ranging from dense forests to desolate villages. Players must scavenge for resources, craft weapons and tools, and maintain their health and stamina to survive the harsh conditions. The game's dynamic weather system and day-night cycle adds layers of realism, influencing both the environment and enemy behaviour. Exploration is richly rewarded, with hidden locations, side quests and lore scattered throughout the world. Players can interact with various factions, each with their own agendas and moral complexities. Choices made during these interactions can lead to different outcomes, affecting the game's narrative and world state. This emphasis on player agency ensures that each playthrough can offer a unique experience, encouraging replayability and deep immersion. Combat in Atomfall is designed to be intense and strategic, reflecting the scarcity of resources in a post-disaster setting. Ammunition is limited, making every bullet count. Players must often rely on melee weapons, such as improvised clubs or the iconic cricket bat, to fend off threats. The game employs a heart rate mechanic where physical exertion affects aiming stability and melee effectiveness. Managing this system, it adds a layer of strategy, as players must balance aggression with caution. Enemies in Atomfall range from hostile human factions to mutated wildlife affected by radiation. Each adversary requires a different approach, encouraging players to adapt their tactics. Stealth plays a crucial role, allowing for silent takedowns and avoidance of unnecessary confrontations. The AI is designed to be reactive, with enemies responding to sound, light, and environmental changes, creating a dynamic and immersive combat experience. And beyond its survival mechanics, Atomfall weaves a rich narrative tapestry filled with mystery, cults and rogue government agencies. The Quarantine Zone is home to bizarre characters, each with their own stories and motivations. Players will encounter cults performing ancient rituals, government operatives with hidden agendas, and survivors struggling to maintain their humanity. These interactions are not just a window dressing, but integral to the overarching mystery of what truly transpired after the Windscale disaster. The game's storytelling is non-linear, allowing players to piece together the narrative through exploration, conversation, and environmental clues. This approach fosters a sense of discovery, as players must actively engage with the world to uncover its secrets. The blending of historical events with folklore and science fiction elements, it creates a unique atmosphere that is both unsettling and captivating. One of Atomfall's biggest strengths lies in its atmospheric world design. The British countryside has never been depicted in such a haunting and surreal manner. The game's open world structure isn't just about traversing from point A to point B, it's about experiencing a world that tells its own story. Abandoned towns, overgrown nuclear ruins and eerie cult encampments all serve as environmental storytelling pieces, providing glimpses into what happened in the aftermath of the Windscale disaster. Every house, bunker and factory you explore will hold traces of its former inhabitants, whether it's through scattered notes, half-eaten meals or survival shelters. The developers have gone to great lengths to ensure that the setting feels authentic, blending real-world British architecture and landscapes with a post-apocalyptic twist. Expect to stumble upon hidden caves, government testing facilities, and eerie folk sites where strange rituals have taken place. The way the world reacts to player actions also plays a key role. Certain areas might change depending on story progression, weather shifts, or the influence of different factions. This ensures that Atomfall's world actually feels alive, unpredictable, and most importantly, unsettling. No post-apocalyptic world is complete without groups vying for control, and Atomfall delivers an intriguing array of factions that players will have to navigate. The Quarantine Zone is filled with survivors, cultists and rogue government operatives and scavengers, each with their own motives and ideologies. Aligning yourself with different factions can change how the story unfolds, with some offering safe passage, supplies, or key pieces of the overarching mystery. However, not every group will be trustworthy, and making the wrong allies could have dire consequences. The dialogue plays a huge role in how players interact with these groups. Instead of a binary good or evil system, Atomfall allows for nuanced interactions. You can manipulate, deceive, or generally bond with NPCs depending on how you approach conversations. The game also features a barter system where you can trade scavenged goods with faction members, sometimes even avoiding combat altogether for the right items. These elements help reinforce the idea that Atomfall isn't just about survival, it's about navigating a web of intrigue, secrets, and power struggles. Beyond just surviving, players will have the ability to shape their character's abilities and playstyle over time. Unlike traditional RPGs, this game takes a more grounded approach to progression. Instead of leveling up through experience points, you improve your skills by using them. The more you engage in melee combat, the better you become at wielding blunt weapons. If you focus on stealth, you'll learn to move more quietly and become harder to detect. This natural progression system encourages players to develop a playstyle that suits their approach, and customization also extends to crafting and gear modifications. Players can scavenge parts to upgrade weapons, create makeshift armor, and modify tools to help with exploration. Will you focus on maximizing your firearm's ability for better headshots, or you reinforce your cricket bat to last longer in close quarter fights. This flexibility ensures that no two players will tackle the game in the exact same way. Managing resources and making careful upgrades will be crucial to surviving the ever-present dangers of the quarantine zone. Rebellion has a strong track record of supporting their games post-launch, and Atomfall is expected to follow suit. While official DLC plans haven't been confirmed yet, rumours suggest that the game could receive additional content in the form of new storylines, weapons and locations. Given the depth of the world, expansions could explore different quarantine zones or introduce new factions, adding more layers to the already rich narrative. Additionally, live events could be a possibility, offering limited time challenges or new mysteries to uncover. If Atomfall follows a model similar to Sniper Elite 5, we could see seasonal updates that bring fresh content to keep players engaged long after the main story is complete. Whether this means longer expansions or just smaller quality of life patches, it's clear that Rebellion is invested in keeping Atomfall relevant in the long run. Every game has its strengths and potential drawbacks, and Atomfall is no exception. On the positive side, the game offers a truly unique setting, blending real-world history with eerie folklore and survival mechanics. The post-apocalyptic British countryside is a refreshing change from the usual nuclear wastelands seen in the genre, and the game's deep narrative, intriguing characters, and the player-driven mysteries set it apart. Rebellion's pedigree as a developer also ensures that the gunplay and melee combat will feel weighty and satisfying. If you enjoy immersive survival action experiences with strong world building, Atomfall is shaping up to be a must-play. However, there are potential concerns. Some players worry that the survival elements might be too punishing, especially with limited resources and high-stakes combat. Additionally, while the game promises a deep and engaging story, it remains to be seen whether it will balance narrative depth with satisfying gameplay. If the AI or open world mechanics feel underdeveloped, it could lead to a lack of replayability. Furthermore, performance on launch will be a key factor, as open world survival games often face optimization issues. If you're someone who prefers highly polished experience with guaranteed post-launch support, waiting for reviews before purchasing might be the best course of action. So, should you dive into Atomfall? Well, if you're a fan of atmospheric survival games that emphasize exploration, storytelling and player choice, then this game looks like it has the potential to be a standout in the genre. Its unique setting, gripping mystery, and the blend of action and survival mechanics offers a compelling package that could appeal to both survival enthusiasts and narrative-driven players alike. Rebellion has a strong track record, and if they deliver on their promises, Atomfall could be one of the most immersive post-apocalyptic experience we've seen in years. But what do you think? Are you excited to uncover the secrets of the Windscale disaster? Or are you waiting to see how Atomfall holds up after launch? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button if you found this breakdown helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dive gaming content. Until next time, stay safe out there, survivors.